Action activate. Let's rock it. Here we come.
Hey, what's going on? It's me, Gazbot. I'm here for Action Activate. We're at Rangerstop 7, and I am with...
Christopher Khayman Lee.
That's right, the in-space Red Ranger.
Andros, yes.
That's right, Andros. I'm like, what's his name? I don't know. I didn't really watch Power Rangers before, but
That's okay.
you seem like a nice guy.
I've never watched it in my life, so I don't know.
So when I do these, I like to start with something that isn't a question about acting or Power Rangers, just to get things going. So what would you say is your least favorite band?
Damn. Least favorite band.
Or at least one of them.
Off the top of my head, I can't really think of a band. I could think of a genre of music.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay. The one genre of music that I hate beyond all things ever is jazz. I despise jazz, which is funny because my very favoriteest type of music is the blues.
Which is like one...
It's close, but it's not exactly the same.
Because they play the correct notes all the time?
Because... You get it, yes. I heard that when somebody once said that about they were talking about jazz. They were like trying to define it, and they were like, it's like they play whatever notes they want to play, and I'm like, well, then you're not doing the song.
I don't hate jazz with the passion you do, but I understand your fury.
Yeah, that's annoying.
All right, well, going back to Power Rangers, since we're at Rangerstop,
Okay.
a lot of people would say In Space is the best season, or at the very least, their favorite season.
I would.
Okay. Do you have any ideas or theories as to why that is from the inside?
Easily, yes. We ripped off Star Wars. Everything about
Explain.
it is Star Wars. Everything about the show is Star Wars. When we first started doing the series, they came up to us and they told us, this is the last season ever. After this, the whole franchise is dead. It's buried. We're not doing it anymore. So we're just going to go nuts. And they came up with a season and a storyline that was Star Wars. And I'm talking like the original trilogy Star Wars. Characters that were very heavily inspired by Star Wars, scenarios that were very heavily inspired by it. And I figured that if you're going to copy something that's fantastic.
Right, that's a good, yeah.
And that's what they did. So, yeah, it
worked, I guess.
Yeah, it worked.
Probably because a lot of the kids maybe hadn't seen Star Wars or weren't savvy enough to pick up the connection.
Probably so. Yeah, because so they first told us right when we first started doing it, they were, last season, blah blah blah, and then very shortly after the show, aired,
amazing.
And all that, it was doing phenomenal. They were like, okay, so yeah, screw that, we're gonna keep the show going forever now.
Awesome. Going with that, it's funny you say Star Wars because when I watch it now as an adult, a lot of the sets remind me of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know this, but I almost wonder if some of those were repurposed. Do you have any idea about the props and things like that? Were they reused from other shows?
Yes, but not Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay, what then?
Which sucks because I loved Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm a Star Wars fan. I mean, I got the ring and all that.
Darth Vader, for those that can't see.
Darth Vader ring. You might be able to see it. That's Darth Vader. I'm a Star Wars fan. Never really much of a Star Trek fan, except for the Next Gen, yeah. But to my knowledge, we didn't have anything from that. But we did have. There was at least a couple of episodes on our series where you saw soldiers from the planet that my character was from, KO-35. They were wearing, body gear,
Right. Oh.
armor and guns. They're from Starship Troopers.
I heard that.
Yeah. Helmets, it was padding, knee pads, elbows, and all that stuff. So the suit, and then also all the guns. They repainted all the guns, but they're all from Starship Troopers.
And those are cool outfits, so why not reuse it? He's here. When I didn't see your season when it aired. And I remember seeing images online and stuff, thumbnails of your character, Andros, with the long hair. And he has the blonde streaks. And in my mind, it was a character that had long hair and shaved lines, almost like a weird reverse mohawk. So I find it interesting now that you've kind of gotten the haircut I always thought your character had.
Yeah.
Into that, a lot of Ranger actors sort of look like their characters, sort of act like their characters. They're not too far off from who they actually are. I don't know you very well, but from what I've seen of you, you're more different from your character than a lot of your other fellow actors.
I hear that a lot.
Okay.
A whole lot.
So in what ways do you think you're the same, and what ways do you think you're different from Andros?
I don't know. Melody, my love, give me a hug.
It's Ranger Love, everyone. It's intergalactic Ranger Love.
Similarities between me and
Similarities and differences.
I really can't think of too many similarities. Differences, all the differences.
Gotcha.
All the differences.
So you were doing some amazing acting, is what you're saying. Is what I'm saying. How about that?
It was pretty good, I would say. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm really that close to the character, so I mean, I don't know.
Acting.
Acting, yes.
All right, I don't want to keep you too long. Yeah, Christopher Khayman Lee. Do you have anything you want to say about Bruno from MMPR Toys?
Yes. Go Team Mia.
Oh, it is Team Mia. All right, I got 2 more questions for you, and I'll let you go.
Go for it.
You've been working on a comic
Yes.
for a while. You're the writer, correct?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
We can. Actually, this is one of the main characters from it. This is my company right there, which is going to probably turn them backwards, but it's West Coast Comics.
West Coast Comics.
West Coast Comics. It's I write my own comic. It's called LA Crazy Town. I'm actually writing another one now too. It's not connected to that, so it's 2 completely separate things.
Right.
But yeah, LA Crazy Town is a group of about 6. Some of them are super powered, some of them are not. Characters that live in Los Angeles because I live in LA, and they kill the ever-loving bejesus out of bad guys. There's no like sending them to the cops.
They're not the Power Rangers.
They're not Power Rangers, no. In fact, 2 of them eat people. So when they kill them, they also eat them.
As you do.
As you do, yeah. So, yeah.
Where can people find it?
Yeah. WestCoastComics.net. WestCoastComics.net.
.net.
Yes. I have 1 issue printed out, but the rest of them right now are all online. It's 1 through 6.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you can read the whole thing right now, but we are going to be changing that soon. So if you want to read it, you better read it soon.
He's going to point at you. Well, building on that, I won't count this as another question.
Okay.
As a comic writer, published comic writer, do you have any interest in trying to work something out with Boom to do some Power Ranger comics?
I kind of want to do my own thing.
What if they came to you and just, you don't have to audition, hey, write an in-space comic, go.
On one condition, and that is I can make it as bloody and gory as I want. If I can do that, because
Maybe you should be writing a Psycho Rangers comic.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, my comic is very violent. It's very bloody. It's gore all over the place. A lot of really naughty language. It's not for kids. So I prefer to write stuff that is not PG-13 or anything like that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you want to do your own thing.
I do.
All right, final question. This is the question I ask of everybody.
Okay.
Other than your season, well, you were the Red Ranger in your season, but other than your season, who do you think was the best Red Ranger?
Me.
No, other than your season.
None.
None?
Just me.
Just him. Okay, well,
I'm number 1.
You're the first person to say that, and you're entitled to your opinion. You're not the first person to say Andros. You're the first person to claim themselves. And I accept that answer. I will say it's wrong, though, because everyone knows Casey from Jungle Fury is the best Red Ranger. So I'm sorry that you were incorrect in that moment.
Oh. Okay.
If it makes you feel better, everybody has been wrong so far.
Shocker.
Okay. All right. So is there anything else? I mean, you talked about your book, but is there anything else you want to promote or websites or upcoming convention appearances or anything like that?
Well, I mean, you can find me on my Instagram channel. I'm most active on that.
You should have showed that before.
This is actually my comic book right here.
There you go.
Yeah. You can see it says LA Crazy Town. It's probably backwards right now, but yeah, this is it. But easiest place to ever find me is on my Instagram, which is just Christopher Khayman Lee. My name. That's it.
That's it.
That's me. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, man.
All right, bud. Thank you.